Okay, so I've done the flesh layers, and now we're going to do the blue tones underneath. So I've already done um, the mottled bit on the limbs, so I'll just show you how I go about the head. So if you've seen these before, this is a mottle sponge. I'm using a blue one to give the effect of little veins, capillaries, everything underneath the skin. So you just get a normal sponge, get some tweezers and pluck out the sponge so that you get that kind of effect. So you just mix your blue up. I think this is phthalo blue, phthalo, however you pronounce it. Just dab it onto your sponge. I tend to squeeze it and just dab a bit off. So I always start on the back of the head, that way you know whether it's too dark. Keep turning your sponge so it's not going in a straight line, so it looks all scattered, and there you can see the effect of that. So I don't do them as dark on the normal human babies, but I do like a lot. I'll do them quite dark on the vampire babies to give more of an effect. But I do like it all over the face, all over the limbs. It's just everybody's preference what you prefer. So there. You see that gives a bit more depth to the skin. So we let that dry. If it goes too faint, obviously you can go back over it again. Put more blue in. You can see, I don't know if you can see on the limbs, yeah you can, that I've already done that. So what I'm going to do, I put some more blues around the toes, around the feet, just to highlight where you would have a blue tone. So I just do that and then just blot it off. You see how you can use all sides of your sponge, obviously. So you can see there's a bit more depth to the colouring, of the colouring to the toes and that now. You can get pictures up which show obviously where the exact colours and things are. So once you've learnt all that, it's easy enough to keep going back in and building your colours up then, so you know where the colours go, where there's more blue. So I tend to do it round the backs of the knees, soles of the feet and round the ankles. Like I say, if you feel that it needs more blue, you just add more to it. So there, it's building up the blue colour on the feet there. I mean, you can do all of the human babies, alternative babies, do them all like this in full base colour, so you can literally just work around the kit in sort of a production line, if you will. So then you've always got the same tones that you can work off and do different on top of that for different kits. Like I say, that's kind of what I do. I go around the kits, they're exactly the same to start off with, and then build up on there. How, you know, however it takes me, whatever I feel the need to do after. So yeah, round the hands, I just tend to put the blues just in the middle of the hand, just to give it a bit of depth. And if you look at a normal hand, that's where most of the blues would be, on the palm. So just wherever you feel it would be, just build it up. I tend to put some on the tops of the knuckles. So when a baby does that, well, when you do that, you can see blue veins. So the more realistic you can get it, the better. So there, I don't know if you can see bits of the blues coming out. You can on the palms there. Just gives a bit of depth and shadow. I will be showing you how I do the actual veins. Like I say, it's your own preference. It's up to the artist how you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way. Just as long as you're dabbing the paint off and there's no big splodges of paint that will be running.
Do you know how many people wouldn't blink if you died? You get to live. Oh, yeah. To say a de Vries. Rectress of Arethusa. You should have let me die. At least I had control over that. Oh, that's adorable, Pete. You weren't taking control. You were losing it. Be in the greenhouse in 20 minutes.
Okay, so you can see the colour building up. On there. So again, I just put it where the knuckles are and just spread that out so you've not got any harsh lines. Okay.
Each one of you showed an aptitude for channeling. Your conduit moments created a new ripple in chaos, reaching me here in Arethusa. Annika, you saved a drowning boy with your mind. Fringilla throws a cat.
There we go.
Sabrina turned her mother fat. But just because you are conduits of chaos
Okay, that's all of it.
does not mean that you are
So
capable
now
of magic.
the head has been drying, you can see how that's dried. It just gives it a bit more definition
This is your home. Listen closely.
to the skin.
Magic is
There. So what I do now, more blue, you might need a smaller brush.
we have deduced that this requires 2
So make sure your paint's always mixed up because it does float down to the bottom. Now,
control.
I like to
Without them,
go in the eyes,
this
a
is
bit
the
round the
simplest
nose
trial to see whether you are worthy of the ascension. Between your
to
flower
give
and
that
the
depth.
lies the balance. Lift your stone without
Bit
touching.
on the eyebrows.
Use the incantation Zayden 8.
Down round the mouth, around those creases.
I'm doing it! Your hands!
Just like I say, try not to leave any
Demonstrated beautifully, thank you.
sharp lines.
There is no conjuring
And I think on this little one, his mouth,
to take.
you'd probably see more blue right across his top lip. So we just define that a lot. In the corners of the mouth as well. Round under the chin. In the nostrils, darken them up.
Lost a lot of blood.
You can either get a cotton bud Q-tip or just the corner of your. You see the blue tones, I'm not sure if you can see them.
Sometimes a flower is just a flower. And the best thing it can do for us is to die.
There we go. See those blue tones now. So I'm just going to go a bit more down the sides of the nose. Just to highlight. Because it is a smiling baby, you've got to be aware of where the tones would be, really. So there, we just highlighted the eyes, the nose, the mouth. You go up into the mouth. I do like to put a bit of blue on the lips. That just highlights. In the ears. And see. Like I say, you could always look at pictures and reference exactly where the colours are. It's your preference. I'm going to do a bit on his brow. There. You can just see all the depth coming out now. So that's all the blue tones done.
My father made it. Zigadozo. He glowed thin from science. You look like you've been through hell. Like all of us.
And like I say, if you feel that you need to build anything up, just keep adding to it. Some people will hollow the nose out so you get more depth. It's not something I do. So there we go. You see the depth of him's coming on nicely now. So just do a bit under his neck there.
Mother, I brought someone to join us. This is
Fiona.
it's you.
Behind the ears. Oops, where did that go?
And her magic fairy. Stop. You've only got cincture bottles because of that. I'm thinking about the outside first. The father died for God is selfish.
Yep, so behind the ear.
Be a knight.
I have to apprentice, but I'll be ready when cincture rises again. To order and dignity. Oh, child.
Your shoes.
And just blend it all out.
Let's get you a fresh pair away, don't we?
Wherever you think,
You want some?
literally wherever you think. There could be bits of blue. And like I say, on my alternative ones, I tend to go in depth with the blue. He does look more of an alternative at the minute, but once he starts getting the other tones on, we do purples, reds, yellows, and build him all up. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bake him now that I've done the blue, because I don't want any other colours running in with the blue. We'll see what he's like when he's baked, and if I need to give him another coat, I will do, and then I'll bring you back once again for the other colour. Okay.